Hey, Lovebirds. No interview this week. Just a pep talk from me to you. And by me, I mean Sean Galanos, the host of this podcast, The Love Drive, a podcast on communication and intimacy tools to help you have better relationships and more love. Because that's what I want for you. I want you to have better relationships and more love. Simple enough, right? I think it's a good goal. It's a worthy goal. It's worth pursuing. And it's something that I work on and that I want in my life. I want better relationships and I want more love. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We should be proud of that desire to connect and to love more broadly and more deeply with great people. I want you to love great people, and I want great people to love you. I remember about 2 years ago, I was really sad because the person that I was falling in love with wasn't available. They weren't available to commit to me in a way that made sense for them. And I was sad about it. And I called my friend Patrick. And I told him why I was sad. And he said, there's nothing wrong with wanting love. It's okay to be sad and to want to connect in a really loving, meaningful way with somebody. And I really liked that. I liked that was the message that I got. And I liked the fact that I still need reminders that it's okay to want love. It's okay to want partnership. It's okay to want intimacy. Not only is it okay, it's pretty darn normal. It's natural. We are social beings. And for a lot of us, we desire to pair up with somebody, our person, a partner in crime, somebody to settle down with, to cozy up to, somebody to build something with. That's ultimately what I want. I want to build with somebody. And that woman is who I wanted to build something with. I remember telling her, I want to build something. And I have this vision of, a house with dogs and kids and animals, goats, chickens, maybe a little garage. And I said, I don't know where this vision takes place, and I don't know how it'll happen or when it'll happen, but I know that the who is you. You're who I want to build this thing with. In that moment, I just opened up to this person that wasn't really available, that was showing up for me in a lot of beautiful ways, but wasn't available to build the thing that I wanted to build. And I said, hey, this is what I want, and you're the person that I want it with. So in that moment, I was opening up and I was turning towards love. Even though I knew there was a good chance that she didn't want what I wanted. At least not then. And that's okay. And I also think that it's a beautiful practice to name what you want, to who you want it with. If you're lucky enough to have that person in your life right now. Some of you are, some of you aren't. We collectively have to speak up for what we want in life. That is the best way that I know to get what we want, what you want, what I want, is to ask for it. So call it out. Shout it from the rooftops if you need to. There's no shame in wanting love. There's no shame in wanting connection and intimacy and to build something meaningful with somebody. No shame. Perfectly natural. And it's hard. It's hard to own that. It's hard to own that and not have it, I think. It can be a little embarrassing. It's not embarrassing, but it can feel embarrassing to want love and to not have it. To want partnership and to not have it. I mean, as a love coach, I spent a lot of my adult life single. And that was embarrassing. The guy who talks about and teaches about love has a hard time connecting. I was able to connect, just not in a real, intimate, vulnerable way. Because when you open up to that level, you also open up to getting hurt. There's no way to make love safe. Dr. Alexander Solomon says, when you make love safe, it ceases to become love because you control it. And you can't control love. Love does not want to be controlled. Also, you don't know how to control love. It won't let itself be controlled. So a lot of therapy, a lot of trusting, a lot of seeking people that are in line with my values, that value honesty and openness. Finding people that are safe to open up to. Doing one small disclosure at a time. Continuing to work with my therapist. Risking getting hurt. Opening up slowly over time. Risking. And surviving a whole bunch of scary, intimate disclosures with a variety of different people, thinking that I wouldn't be able to, and coming out the other end okay. None of this is easy. And in my opinion, my personal and professional opinion, it is worth it. Opening up is worth it. And it's juicy, and it's beautiful, and it will help you heal in certain circumstances with the right people. And the more you do it, the better you will be at it. And the more you do it, the more discerning you'll be. Who should you open up to? You'll get better at that. The more you open up in an emotional way, the more you display emotional availability, the less emotionally unavailable people are interesting to you. The more you open up, the less attracted you are to people that are closed off. It's just not interesting. It's less interesting to connect with those people. That happens just organically over time. The more you open up, the less interesting closed off people are. And the more you realize that it's worth prioritizing and investing in people who also open up. And that might be hard because you might be in a relationship with someone who's kind of closed off. And I'm not saying leave the relationship. Absolutely not. Not yet. There's a lot of steps between realizing that you're with somebody that's closed off and leaving that relationship. But I guess that's a different podcast for a different day. I want you to open up. I invite you to open up just a little bit, not a lot, just more than you already are. And if you're full wide open, good job. This podcast pep talk is not for you. But if you're scared of getting hurt, if you're terrified of opening up, if you've never ever really done it before, then I invite you to do it slowly, just a little bit, not much. One small disclosure at a time. Find someone that you know to be a safe person, someone that has integrity, someone that can hold your heart with love and compassion, and open up to them, whatever it is. I don't know what you're opening up about, something that you have some shame and some guilt around, most likely. That's the best stuff. That's the best stuff to start clearing out. Shame and guilt keep us small. And when you share something that you feel guilty about or have some shame around, it just makes everything a little bit lighter. It's like taking one rock out of your backpack. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Just a small mini pep talk on opening up. I hope this is the little tiny kick in the pants or the whisper that you need to open up just a little bit more. And on a slightly unrelated note, this week, we start the Flirting with Confidence course. Open up to love with courage, clarity, and respect. Slightly unrelated, not that unrelated. 3 sessions, 4 hours of instruction on flirting with authenticity and connecting to love. It's going to be great. It's going to be sweet. It's also going to be my last course of this year for personal reasons. I'm not going to make any more courses for the rest of the year. I'm going to make a ton of podcasts. I'm going to make a bunch of collabs. I'm going to make a bunch of videos. I'm going to create a lot of content, and I'm going to write a book, probably. At least start writing a book. But no more courses for 2020. So this is the last course, the Flirting with Confidence course. Go to thelovedrive.com/flirt, FLIRT. We start on August 6th, 2020. And if you're listening to this after the fact, cool. Just, it'll be available on the website if you want to buy it after the fact, no problem. And thank you for your presence, for listening, for showing up. It means a lot to me that you're here. Have a beautiful week.